See, I used to think bluegill. Let's go out and let's fish for little bluegills, one little client at a time. Then I started thinking blue marlins. How do we solve big, juicy problems? Because that's where the money is, right? But prey drive is attached to your confidence. If you don't have confidence, you won't pursue the blue marlins. You cannot control the response. You can only control the stimulus. All you can control is the ask. Okay, so I'm going to give you some activators of prey drive to figure out which is your primary activator. Would that be valuable for you? Yes or no? Yes. Because if you don't know what activates your prey drive, so let's start by how to activate it every single day. Every morning I activate my prey drive by 8 a.m. and I feed all four parts of my nature. Number one, I wake up every morning, I listen to a song called It's a Great Day to Be Alive. Every morning. Then I watch a 20-minute sermon because I'm a faith-based person. So for 20 minutes, I watch one of my favorite pastors. That feeds my spirit. I then spend 20 to 30 minutes with my 2 kids and my wife. That feeds my heart. I then box. Boxing is my favorite form of exercise, so I box for 20 or 30 minutes. That feeds my body. I then listen to something on business while I'm getting ready, fixing my hair, getting ready to start the day. You know what I'm talking about? Okay? I then listen to something on business. Everybody have somebody that they like to listen to on business, yes or no? Yes. I'd love for you to listen to me. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Lightspeed. I'm on podcast. Right? Every morning, coaching your life. Every single morning, giving you the coaching, activating your prey drive. By 8 a.m., my prey drive is activated. Do I always wake up with it activated? No. Of course not. I wake up just like you do. Tired, frustrated, unmotivated, ready. I got to do something to flip the switch in me. Body, mind, heart, spirit. I meet with my team at 8:45. For those leaders in the room, the purpose of that meeting is one thing, guys. You got one purpose of your morning meeting. It is not to teach them everything you know. It is to activate their prey drive. See, most people think when I get in this morning meeting, I got 30 minutes, man, I'm going to teach them everything I know in 30 minutes. Nope. You're not going to teach them everything you know. Your number one purpose of that morning meeting is to activate that drive. To get your troops excited to go into battle today, man, because they got beat up yesterday and they lost some a little bit yesterday. Their confidence is a little bit low. So every morning by 8 a.m., I activate that prey drive. Now, what activates your drive? Over 28 years of experience, I have found 5 activators. Now, I'm going to say something that's going to shock you, and I know Brad doesn't mind because he's as controversial as I am. Chapter 3 of my book is called Screw Your Why. Not Screw Your Wife. Screw Your Why. You say, what? I thought everybody had to find their why to do something big in the world. That's what we've been told? Yes or no? Yes. What if I told you the top 5 people I'm coaching right now have no idea what their why is? They just have something that you can't put in them and you can't take it out of them. What if I told you after 28 years of coaching people that I don't actually think you find your purpose and then do something big. I actually believe your purpose finds you when you are pursuing something. Can I get an amen on that? Amen. See, everybody in the world is like, man, I haven't found my why. I haven't found my purpose. And I was out there one day speaking somewhere, and I said, you know, I'm out here doing this for my kids and my wife. And I went home that night, and my wife said, I saw that video of you speaking. She said, I heard you saying that you were out here working this hard and doing what you do for us. You know what she said? Quit lying. She said, you ain't doing this for us. She said, we benefit from it. We live in nicer houses. Our kids go to better schools. But you don't wake up and do what you do every day for us. You do it for you. And she said, and that's okay. See, that the PC thing to say is, man, I get up every day and I do this for my kids. I do it for my wife. I can't tell you how many people don't do something big because they don't feel like they found their why. I didn't know I wanted to coach until I started coaching. I didn't know I wanted to write books until I started writing books. I didn't know I wanted to coach adults until I started coaching adults, folks. I didn't sit and find my purpose and then do something big. I actually just took an action. When in doubt, take an action. And guess what? When you take enough action, many times your purpose will flat out find you. And when it does, it's like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. When you think about your prey drive, I want you to put it in these buckets. Number 1, activator prey drive is fear. Fear is a primary activator of prey drive. fear, I want to change your perspective of fear. Fear is your friend. So if you look up Merriam-Webster's dictionary, and you look up the word fear, it says fear is an unpleasant emotion created by a belief that something or someone could harm me in the future. That's what fear is. It's an emotion created by a belief that something's going to harm me in the future. Now let me ask you a question. Who died and made Merriam-Webster queen? Could you change the definition of fear? Yes or no? Yes. You know what my definition of fear in the book, in the new book, Flip the Switch, is? Fear is a positive emotion that is absolutely necessary to activate your prey drive so that you can do something big in the world. How many of you are motivated when you fear going broke? Raise your hand. How many of you are motivated when you fear losing everything you've worked your whole life for? Raise your hand. How many of you are motivated when there's some healthy fear in your life? Fear is not a negative. Fear is a positive thing that causes you to take freakish levels of success. In March of last year, I feared my whole business. Everything I've done my whole life going straight down the drains. I couldn't speak. All the corporate agreements I had were going down the drains. I'm sitting there going, what are we going to do? What are we going to do, man? I can't go on the road, which is one of the number one ways I market my business. I am scared to death. I'm watching our sales numbers do this right here. One of my core principles is when I'm scared, I multiply my actions. I said, man, I'm going to do a video every day. I'm going to do one every night. I'm going to go harder on Instagram. I'm going to engage with my current clients. And I did free events all day long for companies. I said, any company in the world that wants training, that wants to keep their people motivated, I'll do it for free. And guess what? I was doing 8, 9, 10 Zooms a day. I couldn't see at night when I went home. But guess what? Many of those companies that I did for free signed me on to long-term coaching contracts. Because when in doubt, what do? Take an action. Fear is your friend. Number 2 motivator or activator prey drive is competition. Some of you don't have a fight to be in right now. You don't have a game to play. You don't have a trophy to win. David Goggins talks about the trophy's not on your trophy case. Where's it at? The trophy's in your mind, man. My mom worked at nursing homes her whole life where she took care of elderly people. And I asked her at the end of people's life, Mom, why do people die? She said there's 3 reasons, son. Number 1, they run out of money. When you run out of money, you run out of good care. There's 1 nurse for every 23 patients in a nursing home. That's why you need a lot of money when you get older, folks. Okay? Number 2, she said they run out of love. Nobody comes to see them. All they have is their friends. They're at the nursing home and the nurses. They don't have any love. She said, but the real reason that people pass away is they run out of purpose. They don't have something to get up and push toward. They don't have something to fight for. Joe Paterno, 82 years old, coaching Penn State, walked 25 miles a day, ran gasser with his lineman. They fired him. He was dead within 6 months because he ran out of purpose. I intentionally create competition. Me coming here trying to win you over in 45 minutes is a competition to me. Because you're skeptical. You don't know who Coach Burt is. Why is Coach Burt speaking? Coach Burt's not as big as some of these other people. That's how I felt when I spoke at 10X2. Me, Milet, Cardone, Damon John. I'm the underdog. I'm like, that's a great place to be, man. Because these people don't know who I am. But they damn sure about to find out. Right or wrong? I like being an underdog, man. I like being an underdog. Because there's no expectation of the underdog. You come in and shock people that are, man, where'd this little bald-headed dude come from? This little pit bull. Here's my point, folks. Business is sport to me. Tillman Fertitta talks about business as sport. That's all it is, man. That's why you got to set freakish targets and you got to wake up every day and you got to push. It's a game. There's a trophy, but it's not on a trophy case. Where's the trophy case? It's in your mind. Third activator prey drive is exposure.